welcome back. So I'm going to tell you a wee Irish shrimp pattern that maybe not too many people know. This is just going to be a variation on it actually. So there's a wee fly called the Mourne rat. Now there's a series of flies from the River Mourne, and the River Mourne is here in Northern Ireland, and it's the main river in the Foyle system. When you have tributaries running into it, like say the River Derg, River Strule and so on, very large catchment area. Now this is the wee fly here, so this is it tagged with the orange, the dyed orange golden pheasant, and I've added in some of the dyed Amherst. So it's just a wee variant on the fly that I'm going to show you. Only this time we're going to use a dyed red golden pheasant brace feather. Now the hook in the vise is a partridge patriot double in size 8, black nickel. I'm going to use a uni thread 801 white to tie the fly, just to keep both the rear and the front body nice and bright. So just come in and lash on a couple of mil of thread here of their tan thread. Now the tag at the back is going to be an oval silver tinsel, and this is an oval silver tinsel in size 14. So we're just going to catch that in on top, and then just tie this in, working your thread back. Now just working it back until the thread is past the points of the hooks, because we're going to put in another wee hot tag or butt in front of this. Now keeping your oval silver tinsel nice and tight on the last turn, bring it up and in between the two hooks and catch that in. Just come in and trim away the waste. Then I'm going to come in and just come in with a 2-turn whip finish, just to take off our tang thread. I'm going to use a Glow Bright floss number 3 to create this part of the tag. On the original pattern it was a DFM red wool that would have been used. Now, just going to work this up and down until I get the colour that I want. I'm happy with that. So now I'm just going to come in with a 2-turn whip finish with the Glow Bright floss. We can trim that away, and then we're going to come back in with our tang thread and just work our thread back down nice and tight, break away our waist end. Then just come over with your thread, take a turn. I'm going to double this back, take a couple of turns over the top. That'll catch in your hot tag at the back. Now it's not the best feather in the world, the tip's missing, but don't throw these away, you can still use it. Just come in and stroke back the fibres, remove the rubbish from the bottom, offer this up to the hook, just come round with a turn. One turn's enough to hold it, and then bring your thread turns back up over the top. Then bring your thread to the eye of the hook, trim away the tip of the hackle, and then we're just going to stroke these back. Now, I liked it with the orange that I showed you at the start, so I just want to see what it's like with the red brace feather. Right, 2 turns is going to be plenty to there for me. Work our thread back. Now see, at this point don't want to catch in too much fibre, so just clear a wee space with my thread there, then just force the hackle down into the tang thread and take a couple of turns. Now keeping my thread tight, always keep your thread tight as you can. Just going to work this forward there, and then I can break away the stem. Then I can come in with my toothbrush and brush out some of the fibres. Now that's our tail in, so we're looking okay there. Then we're going to go back to the length of our oval silver tinsel, and we'll just catch this in underneath, and then work our thread back down to there. Rear body, I'm going to use some Glow Bright floss number 9 in the yellow. Now if you don't have Glow Bright floss, just use yellow floss. This is just to brighten it up a wee bit. using the globe right. Just going to catch that in, then just pull it in the length and work our thread forward. Like, don't worry, you don't have to cover it all, because we're going to take a couple of passes with the globe right floss. So I'm going to work it up. Nice and tight, and then we'll work it back. And then back up again. So it gives it a wee bit of a more colour contrast to it with the globe right. We'll catch that in, come in and trim away the waist end of the globe right floss. Then we'll come up with 3 turns of oval silver tinsel to create a rib. We'll catch that in. Now what's strange about this wee pattern, because you don't see too many black shrimp patterns, both hackles on it are black. Now you can use black cat. In this case I'm going to use some black hen. So we black hen hackle here. We'll offer this up to the hook, just come around with a turn, much like we did with the tail. A couple of turns over the top. Break away the stem. Now I like to come in with my scissors and just run it up the stem of the hackle, just to get it to start the process of folding those back. And then I'm going to look 2 turns here of the hen. Is going to be plenty for me, but you put on what you like, that's up to you. To that point there, I'm going to follow this around with my thread, take a couple of nice tight turns just to catch this in, then we can break away the stem of the hackle. Now just work your thread forward the length of the front body. I'm going to try and keep this smooth and work it back down. I'm going to put a couple of wee highlights in here. Just reach over here and get them, because they should be dry by now. And this is that's the Amherst tail feather. Now you can put that in with a nice white on it. These ones here I've dyed a sunburst. So I'm going to look 2 fibres to go on top. Separate those out. Right, just looking 2 down either side. I don't want them longer than the tail. Just lace the length of the tail, catch those in. Right, just see what way we're sitting first. Just have a wee check. Okay, I'm happy enough with that, so just work my thread forward. Nice and tight, I can break those away. Or trim them away. Up to there, and the way back down we're going to catch in another length of our oval silver tinsel for a rib. And then the front body is going to be the globe right floss number 3, or what you could use on the front body actually is a Chinese red floss, would be nice. Now just work our thread down. Once I get closer to the hackle, I'll just come in, hold everything back and bring the thread down, not onto the hackle, just tied up against it. Then we'll come in with the length of our globe right number 3, and we'll catch this in. So let me get this oval silver tinsel up out of the way first, and then we'll catch the length of for globe right floss to the end. Now there seems a lot with the wee fly, and it just takes a wee bit longer because I'm using the globe right floss, but if you could whip finish off and keep your globe right flosses on the bobbin. Now just take a pass, go down first time on our first pass with it, and then back up, just building that nice deep red colour into the front body. Just going to have a wee check at this point. just to see where I am. Happy with that. And then back down. Now don't worry about these sticking up. That'll be grand. Follow this around with our thread. A couple of nice tight turns in. Push your tying thread out of the way, come in. Trim away the excess of the glow bright floss. Then you're looking 3 turns on the front body. Follow this around. A couple of turns will catch that and we can trim that away. Now, I want to put 2 of the dyed Amherst fibres underneath. So we're just going to take 2 of the fibres here. We can get them out. Right, just going to turn the vise round just to get the length where I am. Doesn't have to be exact, just tie those in. Break that one away, trim this one away. That one just broke off my hand there, guys, so it was handy. And then just tighten up. Now we're going to go back to our black hen, so we're just looking at a smaller hen hackle here. Now the hen hackles here that I'm using were, that's it there, it's just a wee cheap Indian hen cape dyed black. You can get those for about £3 or £4 if you shop about. Now you take a turn, fold the tip back, catch that in, break away the tip, and then we're just going to come up with our hackle. So much like the rear, 2 turns will be plenty. Take your time if you're using a smaller feather there like me, and just follow this around with your thread. Nice couple of tight turns. Come in and trim away the stem. Now it's a lot darker, which we probably knew it would have been using the red breast feather, but it still looks a very nice fly tied with the sunburst Amherst. Now you can see now I've put them hackle on, they're sitting in a nice shape for us. Now just to finish off, you're looking 2 jungle cock eyes. It is required in the original pattern, so just 2 eyes here, and we're just going to get them lined up. Now, just offer these up to the hook, just use the hook to rest your thumb on, just to where you want them. Come in and hold them onto the hook, 2 jungle cock eyes that is. Slide your fingers back now, just check the length, just to make sure that you're happy with the length. Yep, all good. Then just come in, hold your 2 jungle cock eyes, work your thread down towards the eye of the hook, fold your stems of your jungle cock back and just work the thread up. Now you don't have to be super neat at this point, you just want to tie these in because I'm going to colour the head up nice and tight. Now if you keep your thread tight, you can break away the stems. That one broke away up there, so we'll trim that away. And then we'll just come in and throw in a whip finish. Now I'm going to brighten the head up with some Glow Bright Floss number 4. And sit there. Now just come in and just work the floss up over the top of the white tang thread. Nice and tight. Trim away your base tag of Glow Bright Floss. And then just come in and put a 2 turn whip finish in will be plenty. Pull the floss nice and tight. Come in and trim away the glow bright floss, and there you go, guys. That's just a slight variant of the Mourne wrap, as I said at the start. Now, first coat onto the head, just a wee touch of super glue, right the whole way right round. Just got a wee bit of fluff there, that'll cause us a problem, so just take that away, and then we'll come back around with the super glue. And then once that dries, I'll come in and put on a couple of coats of varnish, as always, just to seal up the head of the fly. But there you go. It's just a wee bit strange that it's all black, but it's a lovely looking wee shrimp pattern, that. So there you go, guys. That's the Mourne wrap. So tie that up, try it out. You fish in Northern Ireland or you fish on the island of Ireland, tie it up, let me know how you get on. Anyway, hopefully I've got something from that wee tan video, and until the next time, please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, look after your families, and yeah, see you on the next one.